Welcome back. So 3 weeks have passed since the BWCA had to close because of the unprecedented fires in the Superior National Forest. But in the days since then, the work 24/7 has been to contain and reopen safely. And today, news that more entry points into the Boundary Waters are opening up to visitors is good news. But while firefighters are keeping most of the flames at bay, a recent uptick in fire activity shows this fight is far from over. Here's Gordon.
Though the worst is likely behind them, nearly 1,000 firefighters are still putting out flames in northern Minnesota.
Things are looking pretty good.
Public Information Officer Paul Mesnerich says two of the biggest wildfires are now more than 90% contained. With the edges mostly under control, firefighters are now moving deeper into the wilderness to put out smaller fires that could spread if left unchecked. Around 400 firefighters received special training on how to travel by canoe.
What made this fire so unique is that aspect of the Boundary Waters and having to, get to the fire line by unconventional methods.
Mesnerich says most evacuation orders have been lifted and fire lines are now in place to protect homes and property. But they are concerned about countless fires that are lurking under the forest floor. The problem is that in the woods, the ground, it doesn't look like this. It's not bright green grass. It's up to 2 feet of decaying leaves, branches, and pine needles. Fire officials call this duff. And the fires that are burning underneath this stuff, they can smolder for weeks, if not months. And with the right conditions, they can grow and spread.
It's just an incredibly challenging environment.
Drew Stroberg with the Superior National Forest says some areas are safe, which is why this Wednesday they are moving into Phase 5 of their reopening of the Boundary Waters. That's when nearly 70% of the entry points will be back open. And Stroberg says fire projections suggest those entry points will likely stay open for the rest of the season. The remaining 30%, however, will not be open until next year.
And that's mostly because we had campsites in there that were just totally burned up.
Stroberg says they have strict quotas that will make it difficult for campers in those entry points to find another spot to get into the Boundary Waters. So he is encouraging anyone who has a reservation they don't plan to use to please cancel so they can get in as many canoeing groups as possible with the few remaining weeks they have left.
The economy up here is taking a huge hit. July and August is when most of these businesses, we make 90+% of their income. Again, the areas that are open, they're open. We want people to come up and enjoy the Boundary Waters.
Gordon Severson, KARE 11 News.
Really a mixed bag there, but just think about 3 weeks ago and how incredible it is that they've gotten this far. And really incredible stuff. The latest numbers show the wildfires have burned nearly 65,000 acres of our forest. So for perspective, the entire BWCA is around 1.1 million acres.